Now, here's one of my big questions, right? Now, when it comes to Liquid Sky, and y'all was showing y'all demonstration, I noticed that I'm not sure if this was a typo, but it had Battlefield 1, 4K 60, like runs any game and all this other stuff. I'm not sure if that slide was a typo, but I gotta ask y'all, is that true?
The elite, in other words, the elite performance package. That's like the higher tier one that you're talking about. It is going to deliver 4K. It's not. It's going to be uncapped frame rates, so it's going to go way above 60.
Okay. Jesus, take the wheel. All right. Okay. Now, with VR, that was gonna be my next question. So, is it possible to hook up a HTC Vive? Is it possible, to hook up an Oculus to your Liquid Sky and play that? And the reason I'm asking, because I know you have the USB and everything now. It's like a really fully functional computer now. Like, is this possible too? Like,
I'll let him answer that one.
So yeah, VR is something that we're always interested in. The latency has to get so low when you're doing VR because you get sick, right? If you're looking around and then it's moving slowly, it's literally like wearing beer goggles. You kind of get like a bunch of latency. So with VR, we're working on a separate technology for that we're hopefully going to have at some point. But it's not going to work with the pass-through, with the USB pass-through. And the reason we need a separate technology is because we have to do a little bit of prediction, get the latency so low on that head tracking component that you're not, feel like you're drunk when you look around and get all sick. So that's going to be a separate thing that we're working on. But with the Liquid Sky product itself, VR, it's not just going to work when you plug it in. We do have people online who will go and like install Steam and go and do VR sharing of their games, and they say it's fine. But for me, the tiny bit of latency with VR, it's not a good experience. So that's going to be a separate thing that we're working on. But it is possible. It's just different. We just send more data across the network, make sure that we have stuff that you can look at already cached in the goggles, so you don't feel sick, that kind of thing. So it's different.
Now, from a business standpoint, how does this help developers? Because I feel like this is obviously going to get a lot more people playing their games because of the ease of getting into the world of PC gaming and all the independents and stuff like that. So, what's the plan to help developers in terms of raising awareness, getting more people to play their games, generating more sales from trying it out? What type of partnerships you guys have like that?
What we're working on actually right now is the big CES presentation was to help land some of these big meetings, and we've met with some of the big players. We can't disclose those names just yet until they're in writing, but we're pretty excited about who we're meeting with and the caliber of people that we're meeting with at these different companies to help not only further hit all the points you just said in terms of increasing their reach. Now, game developers don't have to build out for Android or Mac or Linux. It's already there. They build for PC and it's ready to go. Broadens their market dramatically, creates several different use cases for the game developers to reach and engage new gamers all across the world as well, and lowering the barrier to entry. You usually need like a $1,500 PC, $1,000 PC at minimum to be able to play games, and you're playing them subpar quality settings. Whereas now you get to max out those settings and be on any device and not have to shell out that $1,000 up front. You have a free plan option where you can go and engage for at least up to 3 hours a day with our platform, and that just makes it possible for gamers to access games they never could before. There's a lot of other really, really cool stuff in the works, but I don't think Ian wants me spilling the beans on that just yet.
Now, something that I also thought of was looking at Microsoft Surface, in their laptops and stuff like that. One of the things that, like, when you study Microsoft and the plan that Bill Gates had all the way back in the day, he wanted his software to be what powers everything. Mm-hmm. And I feel that it'd be amazing if you guys even talked about it or had an opportunity to do a deal where every computer has Liquid Sky built in it already. So you don't have to download it or nothing. It's a part of your purchase. So if a person goes to the store and they like, dang, I need like a budget laptop, $500, $400, like, just something budget, even if it's a Chromebook, whatever it is. But as long as it's running Windows, like 10 or Windows 8 and higher, or something like that, it can utilize the service. So my thing is, have y'all thought about that? Because that one move, that one chess move right there, you immediately dominate everything because you're in everywhere, like just like that. Have you guys thought about that?
Yeah, no, that'd be
because this is it. Like this can happen.
no, that'd be huge. Yeah, so we've been talking to a couple computer companies about something like that. We're trying, but it's a battle. You got to go to these different companies. You got to convince them that you want to pre-install it. But we're hoping that this kind of goes viral over the internet. Some people can download, and word of mouth has always been good to us. Just people talking about it. We don't necessarily throw the kind of budget that our competitors do at marketing it, but ours actually works. So that's always been good, and we've had a lot of people kind of sharing it.
That's that Gary Vaynerchuk talk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, so that's always been good. But I think that's been the key driving factor is people can try it and they can tell their friends, but games are mostly online. If you want to play them, you want to play them with somebody. So even if you have a nice PC, maybe your friend doesn't, and now you can come bring them online, and then you can play against him, you can win. So yeah. So that's the way that kind of marketing's been going. So.
Now with the credits and stuff like that. Now one thing that I ain't gonna front, I was tight. I was like, no, they did not do this. Wait till I see them. Like, y'all got rid of the unlimited plan. And I was like, no, like the reason why I said that because so many people that I spoke to after I showed them the joint, they was like, "Yo, I'm getting like that." Was the first thing they said. They didn't even want to try it out. They was already in based on what I showed them and said. So they was like, "Yeah, I'm getting a limited plan. That's it." And then when they announced that, they was like, "Ah." So what I want to ask you in terms of the plan and the service and the business model and stuff like that, and I know you have the free model, which is fantastic. What what can we do? Like what is needed to possibly bring that unlimited plan back? Because it's just too damn good to see go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Please, anyone that y'all can answer.
So we have intentions of bringing back the unlimited plan. We just need to work out the economics at scale. So it's pretty much, we're still in beta. Even with the new launch coming out of this new product and the ad plan and the free plan, we have to basically work it out to where we figure out how much people are using the service and at what times and at what scale with this new technology that we're rolling out. And once we have those answers, we'll feel a lot more comfortable offering an unlimited plan. And we have to also figure out what hardware package or performance package we call them needs to be associated with those unlimited plans. So those are all things that we're working out, and that's why we're going into beta with credits only. So we protect ourselves a little bit because we want people to have access. We don't want people abusing the servers and hogging up the servers and preventing other people from getting on, which we fear the unlimited plan might cause that at the beginning. So it's basically giving access to everyone and making it feasible for everyone to get on, and then rolling out the unlimited stuff.